The Recurring Costs tab is used to record costs such as rent, utility bills, and operating expenses relating to a lease. Within your lease, click on the Recurring Cost tab in the ribbon. If you want to edit an existing cost, click on any of the hyperlink fields and the Edit Recurring Cost form will open. You can make any changes you need within each individual field. Once you have finished, click the Save button. To add a new cost, click Add New. This will take you to the Add Recurring Cost form. There is a mandatory field required to be populated when creating a recurring cost. This is a cost category field. To see available cost categories, click on the ellipsis. You can then select the cost category from the list that best represents the cost you are looking to capture. While the following fields are not mandatory, it is important to complete the start and end date fields, the active field and current agreed cost field. If you want your lease start date and final expiry date fields to automatically populate in the recurring cost start date and end date fields, select the Cost Dates Match Lease option. The floor rent and car park rent costs should have a start and end date corresponding to lease dates, such as the initial lease term or the next rent review date. For other costs, such as operating expenses, utilities, and energy costs, they should have start and end dates reflecting the corresponding financial year. The active field should be set to Yes, with all historical and future recurring costs set to No. Current agreed costs should be set to Yes for all current active costs. This will ensure the current costs are included in the calculation displayed on the General Lease Information section and within the Groups tab. All historical and future recurring costs should be set to No. Note that car park should be recorded as a separate recurring cost. However, if the car park cost is included within the floor rent, you are only required to create a car park group to capture the number of car parks being leased. Next, complete the amount expense field of the full cost obligation to your landlord. You should only complete the income field if your agency receives income from subleasing your space. Income should only be populated within a sublease. You can capture your costs over a yearly, monthly, or quarterly period. All costs are apportioned and rolled up annually regardless of the period selected. When you have finished editing your cost, click Save. The recurring cost will now display on your lease. If current agreed cost is set to Yes, these costs will be displayed first. Costs are then sorted by start date, with the oldest date appearing higher in the list.